Right, hello, guys, we are back. Sorry about that. We had a complete shutdown. Everything switched off. I don't know what happened, but we are back. If anyone's there, thank you so much for coming back. If you do, we are back. Let's put this in general so everyone can see it. We have just come back. Hold on a second. Which one is it now for that? Is it right? No, it's that one now. I think. There we go. Thank you, Mark. Go for it.
I haven't got the mouse to go into it.
Just do that, I think. Oh no, you've got to click on it, haven't you? Sorry, mate. I do apologise. There you go. Right. Bear with us. Thank you for dropping back, folks. Sorry about that. It all went a bit tits up again.
It all went Pete Tong.
But we are back again. Sorry about this. Wait a second. Something's going on here again. This is going weird. I don't know what's going on with this.
That just needs refreshing, I think.
Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Give me a second. If you don't mind. We are back. I think we're back. Yeah. Go on. You do that one. So, guys. So, where was we? I can't remember what all the messages were, but basically, we've had a lot of trouble tonight with the internet. It's just been an absolute nightmare. But we are back now. I don't know what's going on with it. But this, every now and again, this happens, doesn't it? This just happens, and it's one of them things that happens here. I don't know why. It's a bummer. It's a bugger. But thank you for sharing it again, Carl. That's very good of you. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to us that people drop in and do. Hello, the Road Dogger. It means a lot to us that people.
It means a lot when everybody's
and stick
there.
around. It's great.
Well,
good,
when everybody's in the chat, that it just makes our night a little bit easier, right?
Makes it
a
great.
bit better.
So, what I was saying before, I think smokes are back in.
Do you have any water?
I think I've just used it. There's some cans, man. If you look down there, you see there? Look, there's Ribena, and behind that, there's cans of fizzy pop.
I just wanted some water. It's all right. Carry on.
There's cans of fizzy pop. Here, in there, mate. In there. Might be a little bit in there.
No, you're all right. Carry on.
you
Carry
want-
on with the show. No, don't worry
You get
about
some
it.
if you want some, man.
That was me.
If you want some, you can have some.
I just got dry mouth. That's all. Carry
Hey
on.
guys, glad you're back. Thank you very much. So yeah, what we're going to do, I need to speak to Colin about this because we're changing matters because
You're fired.
there was certain. No. What's happening is, Colin, because I've not seen you, so I've not been able to talk. And this is quite a brand new decision which we've just made. Mondays, mental health is going, but not going in a way, isn't it?
Well,
Mondays is going to be what
night.
what we do on Fridays is now coming to Mondays.
Like an open night.
An open but still bits of if people want to speak to us, we
Yeah.
can. It's still going to be a calling, and we can do it on Discord and all that. So that's what's happening for Mondays
Yeah.
now. So think of Mondays being Friday and Mondays put together, but where we can have good, serious, topical talks.
Yeah.
Where I'm hoping that me, Mark, and Callum can all get together with Jean the Queen and have proper topics done properly on a Monday. That's what I'm trying to go hope for.
Yeah.
Wednesdays is going to be wacky. We're going back to wacky Wednesdays with me and Gary. Mark's here, and maybe get whoever else. And what? Sorry, maybe
undecided yet if Wednesday should be my. I might just leave that to you and Gary
okay. Because Fridays,
because I can stay then in the chat. And
Yeah,
moderate the chat.
because Fridays is going to be
Gaming.
gaming on a Friday. So that's what I'm
That's
going to
me
do.
out
I was
then.
going to.
And then
Well,
That's-
basically, Fridays is going to be how we do it on Fridays. Is whoever wants to get in touch and do anything on a Friday will be able to. The idea is
you can do that now.
if they want to play games and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like Call of Duty or whatever, and every now and again, What's It will just turn up. My cousin will turn up, Edward.
God.
Edward Van Hard will turn up, and it'll be F1 night but it'll be different things on different Fridays.
Gatlin Laser said,
it'll be
morning.
How are you doing, mate? How
Good
are you?
evening, we shall say.
Good evening,
10
sir. How
past
are you?
10 at night here.
So, yes.
Unless you've just woke up.
So that's the idea. I
Gatling
don't
laser.
really want to lose you on a Wednesday, Mark, really.
No, we
Because
don't.
you're kind of a key thing, really, mate.
Well,
you
you
are
need
pretty good on a
to-
Wednesdays.
You need to negotiate the contract you have with me. Make
What will
even
it
better.
need?
He wants
What will it
three
need
back
to do then to
scratches.
make this day
I
for
want
Wednesdays?
3 back scratches, and I want Jean to pinch me a purse from Polton every 2 weeks.
Oh, mate, that's not a problem.
The Polton
Edward was cute.
The Polton Perch
Not
pincher.
gonna lie. Thank you very much, Cal. I think Edward's having a shave as well.
I have not stolen
I
anything.
thought you
in
guys
all
were
my
leaving.
life.
Well, we changed our minds when Jean the Queen came
doing
up.
fine. Got
Gina Quinn came
electrocuted at work. Was a real shocking event. Yeah, I bet it was.
Oh, God.
See, Jean's laughing at you now. You actually did get shocked.
Well, thank you for dropping in.
Jean's like,
Who's that?
Gatling Laser.
Gatling laser.
Whoever
You know.
Gatling Laser is, thank you very much.
Yeah, we was.
He has been here before because he's got a.
Yeah, no.
What's it
We
called?
was Wolf. We was on our way out, but then we well, people turned up, so we decided to stay.
Jean came in and people came to see
Did you
Jean,
actually
really.
get electrocuted though, Gatling laser? Did you actually get
Ooh, what?
somebody called Gatling laser
Gatling Laser got
Got-
bloody hammered, didn't
might
they?
have got electrocuted? Do you know what you just?
Oh,
laughed at?
that's better. I can see now.
I didn't
Jesus
laugh
Christ.
at him.
He did. He said, got electrocuted at your work, and you was like,
I did not.
That's absolutely terrible. How
I
dare you?
did not.
So
Oh,
that's
they're-
what we're doing. So
Do you know,
it-
they're
it-
horrible to me
yeah.
tonight.
So that's what we're doing on a Friday anyway. So Friday,
get
so
me
Monday,
whipped
Wednesday,
soon.
Fridays is going to be Mondays is going to be basically me and Mark and Callum hopefully
and Jean.
and Jean the Queen, where we go a bit more in depth and it's more serious. You know, it's still whatever, but hopefully if Callum can do that, that would be fantastic. That'd be great. But Fridays we change to gaming, and on the gaming thing, it's going to be basically who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be loads of, it's just gaming.
Yeah.
Basically, it's going to be basically it's going to be a cross between Call of Duty. We might even do a little F1 league on a Saturday night, perhaps. You know, maybe something like that could be done where we could, if anyone's interested in doing, and if whatever games people are interested in doing, that's what we'll probably end up streaming. So if Ben wants to play Call of Duty or F1 or Damo wants to play F1 or whatever, you know, then we can go around that. If Wolf wants to come and play whatever games, because he's into like Minecraft and things like that. I don't know. There's all sorts of things. Ben wants to get fingered by Freddie. I don't know
No,
what that means.
Ben Watkins said Freddie got fingered. I'm sorry about that, Ben. Tell Freddie not to go to those kind of parties next time.
They're bad parties. The bad parties.
Uh,
I heard his brother broke his leg as well.
Gatling Laser said yes, took a discharge from an industrial battery recharger due to a faulty cable cover. Yeah.
You know something?
Ooh,
I
was that
nasty?
yeah.
Is it?
I was a plumber for years.
Yeah.
Seriously, right? And you know, you wouldn't think plumbers get electrocuted, but they do.
Well, yeah, they will. still,
Plumbers get.
yeah.
I have been electrocuted so many times. Do you know what electrocutes me the most?
Go on.
Gas meters.
Okay.
Static.
Gas meters used to. Jesus, honestly.
Yeah.
So what they did, right? After a couple of times, you learn your lesson, and you used. And what we all got these pens.
Yeah.
It's like a blue pen, a white end on it,
Yeah.
thick thing. Obviously, looks like a magic marker thing, and you should go like that with it first. You just put,
Just to
and it
point-
used to just tell me if it was live, if there's
Yeah.
any live on it, because they've got a wire coming through, you see, and sometimes because they're electric as well, sometimes they can jump. They
Oh, yeah,
can,
you-
I'm sure
arc-
Gatling
arc
Laser
across.
will know exactly what I'm talking about, and he'll probably probably put it in a better. He'll explain it better than I can. But yeah, that's what we used to get. Asking for a friend, Ben. Where did Freddie? Asking for a friend, Ben. Where did Freddie get fingered? I don't know. No idea. But I'm sure. Pretty good. It was. Oh yeah. Anything with him, a decent amount of current going through it. Cannot. Yeah. That is. So that's what would happen, and we'll give him these pens.
Yeah, because it's arcing
Yeah.
and then it needs somewhere to
I
go.
said it was
It
arc.
needs to go somewhere.
It
Well
will
done,
go
G.
through
Thank you.
you.
That's
if it
what I
has
said.
to.
It arcs.
Well, we were
across.
given these pens, and what these pens would take it out of it, and it would tell you, you just go like that, and eventually it'd be safe. But sometimes it was never safe, and you just go, I'm off, mate. I'm not touching that thing.
And Callum
It's
asking
cool.
for a friend. I actually thought Callum was the one who fingered Freddie.
Um,
That would be the most logical explanation to
oh,
it.
right, okay. He got fingered up the bum, Callum.
Yeah.
Wow. We have electric forklifts, and we have to be incredibly careful with it. Their batteries, because the arcs of them are powerful enough to be fatal. Wow.
Yeah, I was
You're
going to say,
unfortunate
with
enough to be
enough luck,
grounded.
it'll stop your heart, man.
Wow, that's shit, man. That's dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's God, I'm
Gatling
glad I
laser
don't do
lives
it
on the
anymore,
edge.
you know? I'm so glad. Well, then I left that kind of work, and then I
Callum
Oh.
said,
became something else.
haha.
That's kind of
Yeah, you became a social worker.
So Callum, we're gonna, if that's possible, when you're back, ready to come back, mate. Hopefully, we're gonna try and get you back on a Monday, because Friday's is going now. So it'll still be the same thing, but it'll be on a Monday, mate. That's what'll happen,
What
Cal.
job? What is it what is your job, Laser? You have electric forklifts. and
I
we
think
have-
he's
we've gotta be
either some
careful
kind of
with Gene and their
maintenance.
batteries.
Like electrical maintenance, that kind of thing, or he's, I don't know. I wouldn't like to say.
Forklift driver.
Well, no, he seems
Yeah,
as if
he seems
you
like
know,
he does
rubber
everything.
gloves could work
Rubber
on your
gloves,
Mondays.
rubber
Rubber gloves
soles.
could work,
For Freddie.
and yeah, Monday's fine. There we go. So Callum, there we go. We just got it. I work in industrial cotton yarn plant.
I work
yam,
in an
yam plant.
industrial cotton yarn plant.
Oh.
I
I
work
work
as a
line
packing line technician.
We'd never know in a million years would we have ever guessed that? Never.
No.
Oh, no, just an
no.
electrician or something like that. Well, there you go. So, Callum, that's great, mate. We'll come with the details on your new rate of pay. We'll have to come to that. We'll have to agree what it is. Maybe I could agree something with maybe Edward Van Harder, because he is from he's from Holland, from the Netherlands. He lives in Amsterdam. So,
I'm guessing, Laser,
yeah.
you're the guy we go to get some free yarn on the side. Like if Gene or Mark ever want to knit
whenever you
a good
say
sweater,
industrial cotton yarn plant, you think of like
cotton pickers.
last 1800s, like
Yeah.
little kids picking
No,
up the
I
things
mean-
underneath, and you know what I mean?
No,
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
there are a lot of things made with
Well,
cotton.
it's in a factory now, isn't it? And
You know, I
it's,
mean,
it's
there's
the
a
it's the
lot of
coloured yarn.
things.
You know, the ones that big,
All right.
big ball yarns. You know,
How cool is that, though? How cool is that? I bet that's really. I know, right? You think, oh, I wonder what that means, but I bet that's quite interesting, because you know what, like people that work in like kind of
you know-
factory environments or big offices, their culture life around
But
it
it's
is
a big.
ace.
Is it a
do
massive?
you
Ace,
know? Do you know on?
Thanks for the follow, man. We make wax cotton yarn. Most of our yarn goes to hands and fruit of the loom to make undergarments.
Fruit of the
Wow,
Loom.
see what I
There
mean?
you go.
I bet this guy here, man. I bet he's got one of them. I bet he's got the busiest social life than any of us. I bet you, because they all go out. I bet they all get hammered
yeah.
together and all
Yeah.
get drunk and. Oh yeah, mate. Did you see that? Jimmy nearly killed himself last night. Yeah, electrocuted himself. This silly twat. You know what I mean? I bet like loads of stuff goes on and stuff like that. Or
What's the
Do you
difference
know?
between?
Can I just say, on Antiques Roadshow the other day,
oh yes, right.
there was
I think I missed that.
a loom.
What do you mean a loom?
Cotton, for doing
A
cotton.
loom, yeah, a loom.
Yeah,
A loom. What do you mean a loom?
A cotton
What's a
loom.
loom?
It's a
For-
cotton
for
loom.
weaving
You make
cotton and stuff.
weave cotton with it.
Like it's got loads of like
You know,
lines
it's a-
down
you
it that
know.
you
No,
put to
it
make
was
carpets.
like it was like a wheel, and there's all cogs on it, and
Right.
it was marvelous thing, and it was very, very old, and it came from
Oh, okay.
1800 something.
Can I have a picture of a loom, please,
1700,
Mark?
yeah.
So, I know what you're talking about.
That's
Oh,
it.
right, yeah, I know what that is now. It's got loads of lines already in it, and
Yeah.
and it just it puts it shum,
Yeah.
shum, shum, and you make carpets with it and stuff like that, don't you?
You can do, yeah.
I know what you're on about now. I know
Proper-
exactly
proper
what
carpet.
you're on about.
In
Oh no, hold on.
Turkey-
This is
hang
bad
on.
news. I've got bad news coming
What?
from Laser. No, we clock out and we don't speak a word to each other until the next shift. Oh, sorry about that,
Oh,
mate.
you
Proper. that is a proper job. That.
That's a proper job, isn't it? Where you
Proper
go in,
job.
you do your shit, you go home, you play your Xbox, watch Kitman Plays on Twitch. And
Well,
get-
you're not on your
get on
own.
with
I
life.
was going to
Yeah.
have a Christmas party, but there's only me in my job.
What's your job? What, your job, your Christmas party job?
Yeah.
You can't really say a lot in case the benefits office find out about you. Do you know what I mean?
No,
You have to be very quiet.
Don't be so
You know what I mean?
stupid.
You have to be very quiet, Jane. We can't go around saying things like
God.
that. Someone could be watching.
There's
you know what I mean?
there's only one of us, and that's it. That's me.
Yeah. Guys, don't forget, ladies, don't forget, man, join our Discord, buddy. I'll put some links in right now, mate. If you want to join our Discord, we all chat and do crap and all that stuff, mate. It's cool, buddy. It's ace, mate. And you can even talk on the show. You can talk on the show anyway, 01253 670202. You can ring us live if you want to. Or you can join our Discord, which I've just put up right now.
Callum, are you
so
still
there
there?
you go, baby.
Ben, are you still there? Damo, are you still there? Carl.
Carl's there. Carl
Where
just
are
shared
you,
it.
Carl?
Carl just shared it. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. What?
Carl added me to Carl's page before.
On Carl's page,
Yeah.
he wants you to write a review. We've already written
I've
one.
already written one
Yeah,
for
yeah,
him.
mate, it's not good. I want to use it as a write-up.
It wasn't that long.
No,
You shit.
yeah, you can't say things like that. That's terrible.
That is. No, I said that as well.
Yeah, terrible.
That's terrible.
Terrible, yeah, that's terrible. No, it was good. Carl's good actually. Carl is, although Carl did learn from the best, you know.
Gene.
No, he's big brother. When we find him,
I tell him.
we're going to tell
dear
him
me.
because what Carl doesn't realise is your mum's got something to sell you. Do you want me to tell him?
Don't you dare
Do you want me
say
to tell him
that.
instead?
But
Yeah,
anyway,
tell him
I
live
know
on
what you're
TV.
gonna
Tell him
say.
live on there
I'll
now.
tell him live right now.
No,
Here we go. Are you
he's
ready for
not
this?
adopted.
Carl is adopted.
He's not. He's mine.
On the Antiques
He's
Roadshow
my
the other day,
baby son.
I wonder
someone had
why
a
he
shabby
looked
looking
different.
stuffed dog on the programme and he said it was only worth 20 quid as it was in terrible condition. They asked what would it fetch if it wasn't good condition. They said a lot of sticks.
Sticks.
Very good. Welcome. Someone just joined the Discord. Oh my God, who can it be?
I wonder if it's Gatling Laser.
It's
Oh,
Gatling Laser. Oh my God, he's there live on the Cooperman Play Show. Just join the Discord right now. Don't forget, my friend, once you fill all your forms in, if you want to chat to us right now live, if you jump in General Clinic, the voice channel, I will transfer you over live to the stream.
Now that
And you can speak to the gorgeous Gene the Queen.
now that you're in the Discord.
Stop smiling, you little flirt. You look at her flirting now. Look at her. Don't. Right.
I didn't say
Stop
hello
that
to
suggestive
Wolf
look
neither.
right now. You're doing it now. Look.
Oh, Laser! By the
Unbelievable.
way, we didn't tell you it's $5.99 a month.
Yeah, it's $5.90. We forgot to mention. No, it's not.
It's
It's
not.
in the small. If you
It's
read,
not.
if you go into the welcome section,
It's that
it's
small,
in the,
mate.
it's the
I
small
can't-
print.
Mate, I didn't even
All
find
we
it.
It's just me
ask-
like this.
All we ask,
Oh,
if
it's
you'd
just
like
you?
to donate,
Just me like that.
It's just you like that. That's
if
terrible,
you'd
isn't it?
like to
terrible.
donate, all proceeds are going to
Yes,
South Shore
actually,
Youth.
that's correct.
So if you want
This
to
month.
make a donation, that's what it's going to. It's kids football, boys and girls,
Yeah.
all ages, and
Are you still there, Carl? Right, if Carl's still there, Carl, do us a favour, jump in Discord and let me transfer you to the stream and let's see if it's working
How
well.
are you doing, Callum? Anyway, that's what I wanted
Yes.
to ask you.
How are you, Callum?
That's why I asked you how you doing.
Let's all look like, like Sigmund Freud did, like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm,
You ready?
yeah.
You want me to like
Yeah.
Sigmund Freud?
You ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1, take that off, obviously.
Oh yeah, some good drugs.
How are you, Callum?
Idiot.
How are you doing?
No, he spoke more like Sigmund Freud.
You know, my name is Sigmund. I'd like to talk to you
Sit in my chair. I will
about
take you.
your health at the moment.
If you are a woman aged 16 to 19 with big breasts, sit
Yes.
in my psychological
Sit in my
chair,
chair and I will fill your boobies.
You got drugs?
That's pretty much Sigmund Freud, is it? No, all joking apart. How are you, Cal? Are you all right, mate? And when are you coming back, you little bugger?
Wash your back.
Officer Kojo's here.
Cujo.
Cujo, Officer Cujo is the famous. We've been through this many times, right? He's basically he at the weekends he dresses up as the dog from the Stephen King film, and goes. Honestly, this is only what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Show you?
Yeah.
Feel all right, lads. He feels all right. That's good, Cal. That's cool, man. That's cool. That is cool, man.
Dresses up like that.
Yeah, he just look like a sexy furry. What is, that's be right. Right, listen, I've got one for you. It's tipped. Oh my God, why have you done that, mate?
Oh my God.
Mate, you don't have to. No, take that. Let me send you that back. We're only joking. You don't need to tip nothing, mate. You don't need to tip nothing. Honestly, man, that's just silly.
What's happened?
He's just tipped. This is what it says.
Oh,
£2.49.
dude, did you? Thank
Don't
you
get paid
very
till next
much.
week, so this is about all I can chip it. You mate, we don't expect it. We don't expect
be
you to chip.
Silly.
Don't chip anymore.
No.
Thank you very much, though.
That is.
But that will
much
go to
appreciated.
South Shore
Sure.
Youth. Girl, it's girls. Is it the girls?
Girls
it's the
and
girls.
boys.
It's the girls and boys, but it's mainly
Youngsters,
the
it's
girls.
the young ones.
Yeah.
I'll go.
But it does. It all goes there,
That'll go
man.
towards my taxi.
It's the
right
cost of
there.
a sandwich from the work vending machine. Ain't no skin off my back. Yeah, but then you
Yeah.
won't have a sandwich tomorrow
Well,
now.
Oh dear.
The
Are you gonna have a
thing
Well,
sandwich
is-
that's
tomorrow?
very kind of you.
Shit
very,
me,
very
man.
kind.
You better not turn to me now and say that. That's it. I've just given you my sandwich money for tomorrow.
You might not. Yeah, you're
Mate,
not
that's
gonna.
good. I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna be. I'm actually suicidal.
You're not gonna sit there like in the cotton
Yeah, well, with no sandwich. That'd be shit, wouldn't it?
factory, just in the corner.
Jesus
starving.
Christ, mate. I have a massive pot roast for food. It'll last me a week. Oh right. So where are
Send
you
it over.
from? You know what I'd love. You know
If it's a
you know what I'd
pot
love to
roast,
know?
I'm guessing that's American.
You know what I love to know myself, right? Myself, right? Where are you from, and what age category are you in? Are you 20? Right? No,
Pot roast.
30 or
Yeah,
younger.
surely.
30 younger or 30 over. That's all we'll ask. We won't ask anyone. That's fair thing to ask. I'm from the eastern state of the mid-state of America's mid-20s. That's fantastic. That's right. Well, I hope
That's
you have a very, very
lovely.
healthy day.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a very nice week as well. But coming so Wednesday, guys, there is no stream Wednesday.
When you say the East Coast, is that like you Florida or like New York or wherever, whatever's along
East
there?
Coast. Well, it's
East
naughty.
Coast.
Island, so
Philadelphia,
it's like New York area, isn't it? New York, Florida.
Washington.
Yeah,
don't
well,
know.
Washington's just on the inside a little bit, isn't it? And then you've got
just curious.
it's that kind of area, isn't it? New York.
New York.
What's the other one called that everyone thinks it's in New York but isn't? The Carolinas, originally from Virginia.
Almost heaven,
Virginia?
West Virginia.
Virginia. I bet he's got a brilliant accent. Or she, or he, don't know.
They.
May have a amazing, lovely, smooth accent. They usually do, don't they, from the Carolinas?
Do we know his age?
Yes, he's mid-20s.
Oh, very nice.
Sorry, Gene. Sit back down in your chair. You're off again. How many more do you want? You've got Rich, you've got Gary, you've got...
I know he's
you know what I
Rich
mean?
on.
You
Behave
feeling,
yourself.
Callum's feeling all right. A little bit more detail, Callum. Talk to
Yeah.
us, man. Come on. Speak to us, my buddy.
Obviously, 5 o'clock in the morning,
Talk to us.
I have a fairly thick southern accent. So what's a thick southern accent?
Oh,
Well,
nice.
I do declare that this is a southern
I
accent.
do declare that I demand
guessing
you
that's
to
more
drink
like
down
a-
your arm.
Do you know that?
No, that's shit, innit?
Like, do you know
That's
like Matthew,
terrible. We've got adverts
like
on.
Matthew McConaughey?
Matthew
I'm guessing that's a
mate.
southern kind of
Does he
accent.
sound like Matthew
I might be
McConaughey?
wrong.
That'd be amazing.
I might be wrong.
Man, you've got to,
All
mate.
right, all right.
If you sound like Matthew McConaughey, or you can pretend you're Matthew McConaughey, then jump in the Discord chat now. I'll transfer you over. We'll have a chat live right now.
What's
How
your
cool would that be?
favourite Matthew McConaughey film?
So many. Mud. Mud's a good one. I love Mud.
What did you just call me?
Mud. Have you seen Mud?
No.
Mud is the one where he's a gold prospector. He goes over, I think it's across Africa and all that stuff. And it's brilliant. And it's the 1980s.
Mine's A View to Kill. I love that film.
A View to a Kill.
Oh,
A View
Kill,
to
I've seen
A View
that.
to Kill. Yeah.
Oh, A
I've
View
seen
to
that,
Kill.
Yeah.
Not the James Bond one.
No.
No, the one with Samuel L. Jackson. The one that I told you about.
Have you? Oh, yeah.
What's
Watched
yours?
it with him.
Are you sure
View
that
to
one?
Kill.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
called that,
Watched
you
it
know.
with Carl.
What?
No,
A View
it
to
was-
Kill.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
sure?
think it was
Yeah.
called that.
You sure it's called A View to Kill?
I think so.
What else has Matthew McConaughey been in? What other films has he been in, Mark?
Hmm?
What other films has he been in?
Oh no, it's not A View to Kill. Sorry. What?
It's not called A View to Kill.
What is it called again?
It's called
A Time to Kill.
A Time to Kill. That's more like a typical Southern accent. It's a deep South accent down about Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, that's a different one, isn't it? So now I'm confused. Now, do you sound like JR, or do you sound like
All right.
Bobby Ewing, or do you sound more like what we would know as Matthew McConaughey? Which one is it?
I couldn't tell you. Somebody tell
we
us.
could ask our mate Shep.
Wolf's
Shep, he's from Canada, though, isn't he?
Wolf's American.
Wolf's from
Jersey.
New York. Oh no, that's not New York. You see, Jersey isn't New York. It's a different state, isn't it? We
different
learnt this
state,
tonight.
yes.
We was told.
Yeah.
We was explained what it actually is. Oh my God, he's here.
Do you speak more? Are you a
Mr.
co-op?
Laser, would you like us
More
to
of
drop
a
you in live?
co-op?
Guys, I think we've got a live caller. We've got a live one.
Oh, he might be like Matthew McConaughey. He might speak like
How cool
Matthew
would that
McConaughey.
Go
Go
ahead. Here
ahead.
we go. Right, okay.
All right.
If it goes tits up, my friend, just call back again. Just drop back into the actual chat again, and we'll try again because it's all a little bit new, but it should just work. Hopefully, we should drop you in 3, 2, 1. You are in right now. Let me just hold on a second, mate. Let me unmute it. Where are you? Hello, mate. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can, sir.
There we go.
Oh,
That
nice.
does sound. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
nice accent, isn't
Oh,
it, Gene?
yes, that's nice.
How many out of 10
Oh,
for that accent, Gene?
10.
And that's only 2 words. 10
Well,
out of 10.
good.
So,
Good evening,
tell us
anyway.
about your job, buddy.
I currently work in a industrial cotton plant. We both produce and pack both waxed and unwaxed cotton yarn.
Oh, yeah.
You know something? You sound very much like Austin.
It does, yeah. It
You,
does
you sound
like
somewhat
Austin,
like
yeah.
Shep. We've got a friend called Austin. And
he's
he's from. Where's he from? He's from. His football team is the Falcons. Is it the Falcons? Oh no, what's it? Is it the Falcons? He'll go mental as well. If he's
The
he'll go
Ravens?
absolutely mental. No, they were in the Super Bowl. They just lost the Super Bowl. But that's his. Is that Atlanta Falcons? Did they just lose the Super Bowl?
It was the Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia
Yeah.
Eagles. Then
Yeah.
that's where Shep's from.
Sure.
I think Shep's from the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's not happy. But he went to the people don't over here. My friend, people don't realise how big the Super Bowl is.
Yeah,
People
it's
don't get
massive,
it,
isn't it?
right? But Shep, our friend Shep, he actually went to the Super Bowl, and he was there, and it cost him a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You know how much it is to go to Super Bowl? It's a
Sure,
lot.
yeah,
It's
I
a
guess.
lot of money. It's so expensive, isn't it?
It'd be
Everything
like, you know,
is, isn't it?
it'll be like, you know, any major final around the world. Like, you know, you got.
I think it's bigger though. I think
Well,
it's
Sure,
bigger.
it is.
yeah.
I don't think it's not as big as the World Cup,
No.
or anything like that. But domestically, it is one of the biggest kind of like finals you can get. In the domestic kind of like your own home. Sure.
Oh, okay. So what would you like us to call you? Would you like us to call you Laser, or have you got a real name?
Most of the people online call me Gat, or you can call me by my real name, which is Marcus. Either works.
Marcus.
Marcus.
Marcus works fine.
Marcus is nice.
Marcus is very easy to remember
Yes.
because that's my name as well. What's
That's
the
my
chances
name
of
as
that?
well.
It's his name as well. It's the 3 Marks. Oh my God.
3 Marx Brothers.
No.
We'll
What's it all about?
call you Gat.
Yeah,
Mr.
Gat. There you go.
Harrison.
So somebody got mixed up actually.
That
So
works.
what do you do then? Tell us what you do in your free time then.
Free time, I mostly spend it playing around with video games and tinkering on computers.
What's your what would you say? Right. Let's see if chat can get involved in this. Is what games? What's your? Oh, the Raw Dog is asking already. What would you say is your games? What you like the best to play? And when we're talking PC, Xbox, PlayStation, or
Well, used to be PlayStation and Xbox, but I've drifted away from those. I've earned more money to build my own PCs. I'm pretty much PC exclusively at the moment. I
Right.
play a pretty strong mixture of games. Some of friends recently got me into League of Legends, so that's been brutal.
that's a proper PC game, isn't it? Really, that's it's only on PC though, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's so
Other than
fast as
that-
well, isn't it, man?
Other than that, I also play Escape from Tarkov pretty reliably, Hunt Showdown, and me and some friends have been playing through Elden Ring with the new co-op mod that came out.
Oh, has Elden Ring got a co-op mod? What is it? Just 2 people in it, or 4?
It has a mod called Seamless Co-op. We're currently playing through it with 4 people total, but so far as I'm aware, there's
man.
not a hard limit on how many you can have.
Can that be done on? I bet that can't be done on console.
No,
can it?
you can't modify it because of
Oh,
the
what a shame.
restrictions that Xbox and PlayStation have
Oh,
on their
man.
consoles.
How good would that be on
It's
console?
more of a exclusively.
Wouldn't it?
modding.
It's a hard
Unless
game.
unless
Elden Ring's a hard one.
unless like Microsoft or Sony came out, or
Yeah.
like developers came out and said you can.
You can
specifically mod
get
on
someone
these
to help
games.
you do certain bosses. You've always been able to do
Yeah.
that.
Sure.
Elden Ring has a summoning system that you can summon other players
Yeah.
to help with a specific area. But what the mod does is then normally when your assistant dies in the game, they get transported back to their world. The main
Yeah,
thing the mod changes
right.
is that instead, when your fellow co-op dies, he just respawns at the previous checkpoint.
Oh, cool.
It makes it removes several loading screens every time someone dies.
Yeah. But that's only on PC though, unfortunately. 'cause
Yes, that is
hard.
only on PC.
How good would Elden Ring be if you could do 4 players on console? It'd
I've
be ace.
personally never played
Have
Elden
you not?
Ring.
It is
It's
one.
not
I think
my-
it's if you're in that kind of game.
I'm not as intense as a gamer.
Yeah.
As I'm more of a laid back kind of.
I've played Elden Ring, completed it, done it, the whole lot done. So I'm probably about 90% done, as in everything.
I couldn't.
And it's a big game. It took me many hours. We're talking. Well, I wouldn't like to say it'd be embarrassing actually how many hours I've spent on that, but it is one of the great. It's Elden Ring. It's a clever. It's a clever, like right. How can I explain Elden Ring? Elden Ring is like a more intelligent or harder.
Sure, I get
than
what.
say.
I know I know the
Oblivion
premises
and
of
them
what,
kind of games.
of what
Dragon Age, that
Yeah,
kind of
sure,
stuff.
I know
It's a big game.
what Elden
Awesome.
Rings is. I mean, it's too popular not to know. If you're a gamer,
looks
you know
amazing.
what Elden Rings
Looks
is.
amazing.
It personally, it doesn't fit my style of gaming.
No,
I'm more of a relaxed, laid back kind of.
you've just
I
recently
enjoy
started
it.
playing Tom Clancy, haven't you?
Sure, I played Tom Clancy, but I don't, but I'm more of a Zelda RPG type of.
I love the Soul.
Story.
Yeah, the Soulblade games. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Wolf said I
Soulblade,
love the
Soulblade.
Soulborne games, but I also suck at them because I lack the patience.
It's hard. I tell you what I liked about Elden Ring is right. Most people get stuck, and you can tell the people who are really into that kind of gaming is the first boss that you meet, you can't beat him.
Right.
You have to miss him. I'm sure there are people who come in, but you're not supposed to be. You need to come back and beat him later on, which is a really cool. It's a kind of a really cool kind of way of a game, but it's really difficult, and it's good that it is hard. So it's harder than it's. I just think that there's because when stuff is really easy, right? It's just boring. It's
Sure,
easy.
I guess most
know.
people, most gamers do look for a challenge in their games, obviously, but not everyone, I suppose.
No, of course not.
Elden Rings is a very challenging game. I've seen videos. It's wasn't the one before Elden Rings.
They've had loads of different games. What was the games before Elden
Or
Ring?
one of them was like
Gap.
So before, do you want from the start of their series or just the ones directly prior?
Yeah, prior
Because-
thing. It's up to you.
So-
Whatever you want.
The term Soulsborne comes from their first game in the series, Demon Souls. They then made
Demon
Dark
Souls.
Souls
That's it.
1, 2, and 3. There's also Sekiro, which is kind of a spin-off on the formula, more about parrying than anything. And they also, older series called Armored Core, but it's not relevant to it.
No.
But
no.
Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 are the ones that everyone knows.
Yeah. I played a bit of Dark Souls. I didn't really like them.
no.
And I didn't think I'd like it. But as soon as I put Elden Ring, it was like, it blew my head off. It was, I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I did, honestly. I've played loads of games like that. The other one that everyone plays, what's it called? There's Oblivion, isn't there? And then there's the multiplayer one.
Are you on about
I don't know what
Elder
it's called.
Scrolls?
Elder
If
Scrolls.
you're on about
There's-
Oblivion.
Yeah, there's Elder Scrolls Online.
Sure.
There's Oblivion before that, which was the one before that, which wasn't online. But Elden Scrolls,
It was
was great. It was online. It worked. It was brilliant. But it's nowhere near as good as Elden Ring. It was awesome.
No, Elden Rings is a very unique game in terms of like a challenging.
Well, it's very
uh,
hard. They do it on purpose. There's no
Sure.
easy, medium, or hard mode on it. It's just that's how it is.
Sure, yeah. Like I said, personally, I haven't got any experience on Elden Ring, so I couldn't
Oh, right, okay.
tell you much about it, unfortunately. But what I've
Elden
seen,
Ring is great.
what I have
Cool.
seen about it looks pretty intense. And I'm more of a story-driven kind of like patient person, so.
You've just started playing Tom Clancy, haven't you?
Sure, yeah. I played Tom Clancy, but like I said, that's not as intense. That's more tactical, more stealthy. It's nothing like intense like Elden Ring.
No, well, it's nothing like Call of Duty either. It moves it away from Call of Duty. Just boom in your face.
Again,
That's it.
I'm not a big Call of Duty fan as
See,
well.
if they ever brought Escape from Tarkov, which they have tried to do that on Call of Duty, but it's not the same. It doesn't work, right? But Escape, that would be. I would love to get into that. But that's console. Sorry, that's only PC, isn't it, Gat?
That's currently PC exclusive.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
The most intense my gaming experiences get is probably Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Wow, I like the Final Fantasy stuff for years.
Sure, yeah.
I loved them.
And I never really played
Final
Final Fantasy, but
You know.
when Kingdom Hearts come out, I really got stuck into it.
So, what's your favourite gaming franchise of all time, then, Gat?
It's a pretty close three-way tie. I take my name from the Fallout series, which are currently developed by the same people who made the Elder Scrolls
Yeah, the
series.
Fallout
Gatling.
series is pretty great.
Yeah, that's the alien-looking dude with the main. He's like a hard gunner, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's like a hard fighter.
Yeah. The other two are a very older series called MechWarrior or BattleTech, depending on which entry you go with. It spawned around the same time as Dungeons and Dragons from a board game.
Oh, right, okay.
I used to play. They have a PvP shooter version of it that I used to play competitively for money. And then there's a very old not even very old. It's 2013, 2012. Dragon's Dogma from Capcom. It's a Japanese RPG.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I've just recently got into it. It's really weird because I've never really bothered him for years, but I've just fell in love with F1. I just think it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's you know when you play driving games on PC or whatever console or whatever, they're a bit whatever. But F1, it's boom, it's fast. It's so fast. It's crazy how fast it is. I love it, me. I love it. There's a lot of people who's actually started to play them as well, who I also know. Damo's really into F1
Again,
as well.
Formula One is not my kind of like personal style. So
I'm not into Formula One,
I
though.
couldn't really, talk.
Yeah, I'm not really into
specifically
Formula
about
One.
certain-
But I like the game.
Sure, yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
You know?
suppose it's fun when you got
the
a few
game.
people that you've got your wheel as well, and you
Yeah.
get to
I
ride
proper
around.
really
and
liked
stuff,
it. I mean, it's really good, isn't it? It's cool.
yeah.
You've got your bus, haven't you? You drive
I've got
around
my bus. I
it.
drive my bus around Attic. It's good, isn't it? It's good. Are you having any difficulty understand our accents, Gat, at all?
Oh no! Back when I played MechWarrior online competitively, I played with mostly Australians, so I'm pretty used to understanding.
He says this all the time to everybody we meet, like
Australians?
like our
No,
accent,
are we
our
okay?
accents, like some kind of like multi,
Yeah, mate.
like
You're
unit,
right.
like out. It's not from this planet or something. Like we're
It's-
speaking a different like.
F1 is a decent game. Callum, even Callum, we actually finally got Callum,
You all right?
who's a prepper.
You all right?
Callum's a prepper.
all
I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
I've just got a bit
he's
of
a
a
British prepper. I think your guys in America would probably consider Callum's prepping more like, I don't know, Cub Scouts or something. Because you guys, you've got big guns and everything, and you can go proper hunting and stuff, can't you? And shoot bears.
Well,
and
that's their
stuff like
culture.
that, yeah.
If Callum was born and lived in America, it'd
absolutely.
be totally different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It'd fit to their cultural
I'm
style.
glad he wasn't.
Glad he wasn't.
I'm glad
Yeah,
he wasn't
yeah.
born there. Because,
But, yeah.
goodness gracious. But no, Callum, if you're into any of that kind of stuff, Callum's proper into prepping and all that kind of stuff. And he's got his own thing on the Discord. There's loads of stuff on the Discord. There's a big mental health thing if anybody needs that kind of thing. As in what you usually get in all of them. We've got our own little F1 F1 group now. There's all sorts going on in it, mate. There's loads of stuff going. It's brilliant.
Sure.
It's brilliant. It's really good. If you like that kind of thing. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's all really, really good. So what else has been going on then, really? What else has been going on today then? I'm trying to think now. What do you think about Trump then, Kat? Do you think he's gonna? Was you a Trump supporter? Are we allowed to ask?
I was
yeah,
not
we'll
of legal
answer
age
that.
to vote during
Oh, right.
the last election, so I didn't have much opinion on it. I've generally tried to avoid politics because due to the area I work in, people are passionate, shall we say, about
Sure.
their political stances in my area.
Right. Where
And-
are you actually from? Are you from? Where are
If you
from?
pull up a map of the U.S., there's the Carolinas, which set just below Virginia, which sits just below New York. I am in the northernmost Carolina.
The northernmost Carolina.
right.
So let's have a think. Okay.
I'm probably 40 minutes from the border of Virginia southwards.
Right, Virginia was Carolina. Am I correct? This saying right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll obviously know that. In the there was I watched a great documentary. I can't remember, and it was the Cutlers and there's two families that lived in Virginia and Carolina, I think, and that was a big thing. I can't remember what it is, but there's a massive divide, isn't there?
The Hatfield
Is that
McCoy
what you
feud?
mean? That's right.
That's-
yeah.
yeah, I've heard of
Is that near you guys? Is that the kind of?
So that's another state away. That has happened in West Virginia, kind of around the Kentucky area.
Right.
It was along the Tug Fork of the Big Sandy River.
Right.
It's pretty famous up there. Both families still exist in West Virginia.
wow.
I'm distantly related to the Hatfields. Actually, basically
Really?
everyone up there is.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone that's from the West Virginia coal mine area is either related to the Hatfields or the McCoys through distant lineage.
That's
Yeah.
mad,
Probably
isn't it?
Like,
That's good.
I'm like the
Brilliant.
17th removed cousin of them.
Wow. So
All right.
have you got a hat and a gun and stuff like that? You must have a hat and a gun, things like that.
As an American, I do indeed have a hat and a gun, but not related to them.
Wow, I'm only joking. You know, hey Callum, you know I mean it in good humour, bit of banter. You know,
of course.
No. I mean, my mate Carl Sam, I called him a Cub Scout. I didn't. Callum, I was just picturing you in a Cub Scout uniform, Carl. That's what I meant. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. But yeah, so what's your? How about you? So seeing that we've got you on here, then is it okay if I ask you about what you think about the gun law in America? Would that be okay? Because us Brits, we just find it boggling, don't we?
Well,
Guys?
we don't find it.
we don't get it.
Boggling. We know what it is, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know
we know
how
what
it is. Unfortunately, in America, and over here, we're just two totally different cultures, right?
Completely in that way.
You would be very, very, very rare to find somebody with a gun.
Oh yeah, well, you just wouldn't.
You just non-existent.
like our mate. I'm trying to use his name now. He's gone out my head now. Someone remind me. What's his name? Quick. He was just in before. He's been all along.
Austin,
No, not Austin.
Richard.
Rich,
Rich.
right? Yeah, sorry, Rich. Please forgive me. But my mind goes blank sometimes. Rich has got enough guns that if the police need any guns, they give him a call. He's got loads of guns. He's proper. He's got loads of them. He's got hundreds of them.
It is pretty scary over. Like I said, over here we only hear the negative side of the states, right? Because obviously we only see it on the
Thanks, Cal.
we only see it on the news, right? About the states, we don't actually actively, unless we're going over there, we don't actively search.
No,
what
we
they
have no
show.
idea.
We only see negative news of the states.
So, do you mind me asking you, Gat, how many guns do you own? If that's you can
Personally,
tell me to
I
shut
own.
up. By all means.
I own two firearms. I own a historical Mosin Nagant made in America by the Westinghouse Company in 1915, and its main purpose is a hunting rifle. It's a bolt-action firearm, and I also own for home defense a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun.
So you own a pump-action shotgun. I'm quite surprised you don't own like some kind of small arm. Some kind of pistol. That kind of thing, like 9mm or something like that. Or
We're currently looking at getting my girlfriend a handgun permit. That way she can carry a pistol for self-defense.
So can you?
Sure, yeah.
Can you? Because there's different laws, you see. So can you? Right. What's the wording I'm looking for? Are you legally allowed to carry a concealed weapon?
You can in, I think, 46 out of 50 states, but all
Okay.
of those states require you to go to a special course.
Right.
You've got to pay a couple $100s to take a 3-week course on the legality of it and how to properly handle a firearm and concealed carry. And then you have to take a certification with, at least in my area, you have to take a certification with our local police force, and they have to certify you, and they give you a license to concealed carry a firearm.
Oh, right.
So basically, most states does it, right? So
Yes.
in most states, you can carry a concealed weapon as long as you've gone on the course and they see you fit and eligible to actually carry one. So basically, most people in most parts of America carry a concealed weapon or can carry.
They
a
can,
concealed
yes.
weapon.
Most that I know of don't. Especially in states like mine, where I'm in more of the southern area of the United States, we have what's known as an open carry law, which is basically so long as the firearm is large enough that it can be easily identified as a firearm from range, you don't actually need a license to carry it.
Oh.
Sorry.
Now
Say that
this
again.
is-
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. Hold on. I was reading something. Then. What did you say then? They don't need a license to.
No.
Yeah,
Say that
so
again, sorry.
if you're carrying something like a large hunting rifle or a large shotgun,
Right.
it's mostly intended for hunting purposes, but you can go in public with it within reason. You don't have to have a specific license to carry your firearm so long as it's a legally registered firearm. Now,
Right,
if
I've
you're
got
carrying
you,
an illegal firearm, or what's known as a ghost gun, it's a firearm that's not registered with your local government. That's just a straight up crime.
Right. I've got you. So you couldn't walk
And
down.
what would you get for that?
Yeah. What would the penalty be for that? So we talk like an M16 or.
Let's say you're
that kind of
carrying
thing.
your civilian AR-15, the one you see in the news all the time. If
Yep.
it's not registered, the police will, even if it is registered, honestly, the police will usually pull you to the side, confiscate your gun, escort you to jail. And then there they'll check the registration.
So it's
and if
quite
it's not
strict then.
registered, it's relatively strict. It's worth noting
Yeah.
that the U.S. We're such a large country and a conglomerate of basically 50 smaller countries.
Yeah.
Each state's laws differ, and it's even down to county laws differ.
Wow.
Police in my area are much more lax about it because I live in a very rural area, so it's not unusual to see, a dude dressed up in his camo outfit with a hunting rifle slung across his back. You're just like, oh yeah, that's just Jim Bob. He going out to hunt a deer.
Yeah. You see, to us,
Yeah.
don't take this personally, but to us, that's bonkers. That's just bonkers.
I don't think he does.
It is, but that's our culture. Do you think
Yeah.
it works then? Do you think it works? Do you think the gun legislation works then, or do you think it works in some counties, but in some it doesn't?
That's a complicated question because the main current failing, in my opinion, of the gun laws of the United States of America is that while we have them on paper, they are not enforced as they are written. A great example is around where I'm at. Cops pretty much just ignore if you have a firearm on you.
Right.
Unless of course they're trying to arrest you. But if you're just walking down Main Street of Walnut Cove, they're not going to question why you've got a shotgun slung across your back or a pistol on your hip. They don't care. Whereas legally, they should stop you, search you, make sure you have your license and everything. And they just don't.
That's to us. That's man, isn't it? That's bonkers.
Well,
Another great
To us,
example
that
of
is. That's because we don't
Hang
get
on,
that.
Ian.
No, that's because we don't understand it because we haven't had that through our lives. I suppose if that's part of your life and stuff. Because let me be totally honest with you, right? All we hear about over here is schools getting shut up. That's all we
that's-
kind of hear.
yeah.
That's all the only news we
Yeah.
hear.
that's
right?
what I was saying before about we
Yeah.
only hear the negative side of what the states have to offer because we don't.
Exactly.
That's all that.
Yeah.
That's all that we get shown, right? We don't.
Rich is here. All I heard was guns and Trump.
Oh, hello,
Yeah,
hello
absolutely.
Rich.
But yeah, this is a really, really cool conversation. This is, and we can learn about things
Yeah,
with each
it's-
other as well.
it's very
We can learn.
interesting, isn't
yeah,
it?
I find it fascinating. I find it
Yeah.
absolutely fascinating that we're so similar, but then
So different.
so different as well. In Texas, they are super relaxed about firearms. Yeah, Yeah, yeah.
In,
I've
in
heard that as well.
Texas, they're by far and away the most pro firearms state in the union. It's pretty much accepted that if you go anywhere in Texas, you're going to see several people carrying firearms. Sometimes to comedic effect. I have a friend who lives down there, and he sent me pictures before of people getting their McDonald's order with a pistol on each hip.
God.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad, isn't it? It's to us, that's bonkers, but I bet that's quite normal in Texas, isn't it? Actually?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course it's going to be.
Yeah.
They know it,
It's the
it
last
is
of the
normalised.
yeah. Well, it's the last
Last of the
Alamo, isn't
Western,
it?
isn't it?
No, because the Alamo's only up the road from
Yeah.
from
Yeah, that's
from
right.
from Texas, isn't it? That's the nearest state to
But
well,
we're
it's
such
near
you know,
Mexico, isn't
we're,
it?
We're such a small country. 65
Yeah, I mean, we
million
could
of us,
fit
right?
probably into one of their
We could-
counties.
Oh, we're
couldn't
tiny,
we?
we're
could fit
tiny.
into Texas probably.
We're only
About
right?
4 or 5
tiny.
times, couldn't we?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
It's
not
different.
hard.
Of course it is.
It's not hard for England to, regulate and keep on top of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's such a
control.
different country, though,
In terms
altogether,
of, like,
isn't it? You know, they.
America,
Thank
So-
you, Hot Coco Art. He's now following. Thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Thank you so much indeed.
Yeah, America's such a wild, vast.
Don't forget, you know what would be
unruly
cool?
country.
You know what would be absolutely cool?
It's,
Because I take it, Gat, you're pro arms, then everyone should be allowed to carry a gun.
No,
Yeah.
I am far
No?
more on the restriction side of things. I grew
right,
up.
okay.
My father was a drill sergeant for the U.S. Marine Corps, and so
Right.
I was trained from a young age how to properly and safely handle firearms and everything. And I'm of the opinion that most of the United States public lacks the amount of training needed to properly handle much more than a hunting rifle.
Right. Okay. Oh,
Fair enough.
that's cool. It'd be lovely and interesting to
It
get
has. It's been very
someone else's
interesting.
view, who's like very like. Is it the Fourth Amendment? It's the Second Amendment, isn't it?
The Second Amendment is the right to bear
Is the gun,
arms, sir.
isn't it? Right, the right to bear arms. And it'd be lovely to have someone who doesn't agree with that, who's American, who'd say, "Oh, I think everyone should have a firearm."
Yoda.
Because that'd be cool. That. Oh, Yoda likes guns, doesn't she? She likes the idea.
It will
she
be
just
good
likes-
to
I think she just
get
likes.
that debate.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm guessing that.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting. Not to upset people, but just to have that, to have the point put
To have
across.
a different point of
To have a
view.
different, because because we've learnt a lot, you see, because
Yeah,
when
we
we first
have.
started talking about guns, we just automatically, because we're Brits, right, and we're daft as brushes, and we just think, oh, well, he's American, he's got guns, so he's obviously, and you're not, you're very far from that.
It's
you're
more
very-
knife here, isn't it?
We have a lot of knife crime and
here.
things like that over here.
Yeah.
But I think we only have knife crime because we don't have guns.
Sure,
Yeah,
no,
although,
that's right.
you know.
Of course it is. No,
mean,
matter,
we
no
have-
matter, no matter
I
what
mean-
country you're in, no matter what country you're in, no matter where you live,
Absolutely.
there's always going to be crime.
Can I-
100%.
can I just come in and
Okay,
say-
Gene. Sorry, you've got Gene.
There's a man just gone to prison today.
He has. Yes, he has.
42 years he's got.
Well, 40 years until parole.
Well, is he going to get parole? He says that's if it's
Yeah.
you know.
There's a guy who's
He's going to be
who's-
70 odd when he comes
Yeah,
out.
there's a guy. This
Without
so that you
parole,
understand.
he's got to
Stabby.
do 42
Yeah,
years.
and they get stabby in the UK. Yeah, tell us about it. Thomas
42
Cashman
years.
was sentenced to
40
life for the
42
murder
years.
of a 9-year-old. He murdered a 9-year-old. What he did, he was chasing somebody else.
He was chasing
With
another gun.
this is
yeah.
kind of like gangland kind of shit, and this was in a part of England. It's in Liverpool area.
Liverpool
I think it was.
area, yes, I think it
And
was.
it was a bit gangland related, we presume, from what they've said.
It was
um,
drug related.
Yeah, drug related, and it was a guy chasing another guy, trying to kill him,
And he
shoot
ran
him.
he ran into somebody's house.
He ran someone's house, and there's a woman tried to close the door on the second
The
guy,
second one.
and there
He
was a-
shot her hand. He fired the gun and shot through her
Go
hand.
on, Jane. You tell me. Go on then.
And
Off
killed
you go.
the little girl.
Yeah, it shot through the woman's hand.
That's right.
Basically,
Yeah.
and he went for her hand and shot the little girl and killed her.
9 years of age.
Dead, like that. Boom, gone.
Yeah.
Straight through her chest, wasn't it? I think, and it killed her. And he's just got 42. Do you think the same would happen in the States? He would get the same punishment Do you think, Gat, or would it be different?
It's that's hard to say because it would differ state by state. Somewhere like California, it would probably be something like a life sentence, whereas somewhere like Texas, he would probably catch more time for drug charges than he would for the firearm and the
Wow.
accidental murder.
That's mad, isn't it?
Even more, not for the murder.
Well, he didn't.
Well, it wasn't. He wasn't necessarily aiming at. Even though he did shoot, right?
Yeah.
He
She wasn't
the
But they
behind
intended
got him for
target,
the
sure.
murder of
Yeah.
her.
Sure.
But he
And the
didn't.
attempted
He did
murder of two others.
It was murder. At the
Yeah.
end of the day,
Yeah,
the charge is
of course,
murder,
yeah.
but it wasn't a. What Gat's saying is, you know, what they're saying in Texas, it would be.
He didn't
He
purposely
didn't purposely go
Yeah,
out of
it
his way
would
to
shoot the
shoot.
girl.
It would likely be classified as third-degree murder, which is murder that was committed, but you didn't pre-plan it and it
Yeah.
wasn't thought out. It's a murder you committed rather than a planned murder.
Yeah,
which
it
would
wasn't
be second or
premeditated.
first
It was
degree.
just out of.
Yeah.
It was in the moment. Sure. Even though it's horrible and heinous,
Yeah.
what's happened.
Yeah.
I mean, again, and I don't like it.
But he went in.
Another child
yeah.
suffers because of other
Well,
people's stupid
it's a whole
mistakes.
family that
it's
suffers,
always,
isn't it?
It's always the children that suffer, and that's
It's a
sucks.
shame. It's such a shame. It's a shame. But I understand exactly what Gat is saying, and I can't. I do. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I do kind of get it. I get what he means. The guy did not. He had the gun. He shouldn't have had the gun. Because we don't have any license here for him to carry that gun. There's no reason why he should have that
Sure,
gun, right?
There'll be a line.
You know.
You can get gun.
You can get you
licenses
can get a
to bear
license.
guns in England, in the UK. It's
Yes,
not
you
like
can.
you cannot have a gun whatsoever. People
As in
can,
what, though? As in-
people can own
as in-
own guns in
If
the
you
UK.
go to a gun club,
Yeah,
you can
right.
own
Well,
a gun
a friend
to
of
take with
this.
you.
This is a true fact, right? A friend of mine, he wanted to have. He joined the gun club, and he was there for 12 months. And then he said, "You know what I would do? I've been coming for quite a bit. I think I'd like to get my own gun, right?" And it got to the point where it was so difficult for him to have a gun, right? The law against it and the procedure, he just gave up. He gave up. He said, "It's not worth it."
The Italian across the road's got a gun.
But what kind though? He's got a shotgun license, hasn't
Yeah, I think so.
he? But
I
what,
don't know.
For what though? That's for clay pigeon though, isn't it? And things like that.
He goes out shooting.
Yeah, he goes shooting. Yeah, he goes clay pigeon, doesn't he? Kaiser 99. How are you doing, mate? I've not seen you for ages,
Hello,
mate.
Kaiser.
Kaiser, how are you, buddy? Are you all right, mate? How are you doing? God, I've not seen Kaiser for bloody ages.
No,
I hope
we
you're doing
haven't
all
seen
right,
it,
mate.
mate.
I hope you're all right, Kaiser. We're just talking about guns at the moment, mate. Every time Kaiser comes in, we're either talking about the police or guns. It's weird, isn't it? Have you noticed that? Kaiser 99, he's a really, he's a good friend of mine. He's been on the show, actually in person, sat there in that chair where you are there now, Gene, right that chair, with his lovely girlfriend, Paige. And they've sat there and they've done the actual show, haven't they? That was when Kaiser first started.
What when?
Kaiser first. This is 12 months ago. It's got to be. It's a while ago. Kaiser. He's a
Yeah,
really
it's
cool.
about 12
cool
months
dude.
ago. Don't forget
You
you
know?
got what's it on the phone?
Putting so much. Kaiser he's put a lot of effort into his stream. Kaiser has.
Sure, yeah, I've seen him now and again. He was playing Resident Evil 2 before, wasn't he?
Yes, yeah. I think
One of my
he
favourite
was. Yeah.
franchises.
He has put a lot. He's put a lot more work in than I have this year into streaming. I.e., he has been constantly streaming, like all the time. He's put and he streams for hours and hours and hours, and he's just gone at it, a lot. He's put a lot of effort in, and he's reaping it as well. He's doing well, man. He's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
He's doing very, very well. He has been putting a lot of streaming in. But thank you for dropping in. Am I missing anything on the other screen or something? Have I missed something? Has something happened or something? Only missed two. You've only missed 2 days. As in what? Only 2 days streaming. You know.
No, you've missed more than
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay. Anyway, guys, thank you for dropping in tonight, Gat. So someone else who just dropped in, we're going to bring in them. But thank you so much for your time, Gat, man.
See if we can drop Shep.
Actually, hold on, let's see if we can drop Shep in at the same time, because he's an American dude as well. He might have another thing as well. Is he in? We've got Shep. How you doing, Shep? You all right,
We
buddy?
didn't actually ask him.
Oh, Shep, did you want to come in?
Oh, where am I?
You're in the stream. Did you want to be in the stream or not?
I
Hey?
guess I'm here. I'm gonna go underneath this tunnel thing so you don't get too much wind. And
Oh, he's driving. He's driving. How are you,
I'm
Shep?
walking.
Oh, you're
you're
walking.
walking.
All right.
Well, Gina Queen's here. Gina Queen would love to.
Hey,
I'm
Gina,
sure you'd
how are
say
ya?
Hello, darling. You all right, love?
Oh, easy, Tiger. Just
Yeah, I'm
slow
good,
down
I'm
a
good.
bit. The pair of you.
Hey,
Jesus
settle
Christ.
down.
So we've got a
Yeah,
guy.
I'm
So,
good.
so where
Good.
are you from, Shep?
What do you mean?
In
Originally?
America?
Well, according to you, Canadian.
You are no,
Canadian.
you're not. You're not Canadian. Obviously, it's just
Eh?
a joke and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Pennsylvania is home. Work in Iowa.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. That's the home of
Vampires.
No, that's Transylvania.
Oh,
6'5".
Transylvania.
That's
You
no
know what it is.
Pennsylvania is nowhere near Transylvania. Just so that you know, Gene. I think you're getting
It's
away
all
with
right.
yourself. You nutter.
You see, you've flustered me up
Dracula does not live in Pennsylvania. That's a different place.
Pennsylvania. What is Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania stands for Pennswood.
No,
'Cause,
Transylvania is in
William Penn.
Romania.
Ah.
Pennsylvania
Yeah.
is in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about gun law, Shep.
Oh, perfect.
Again.
What a coincidence, eh, Shep?
It's
What-
always
Right.
guns, isn't it?
So
Yeah,
Gart,
I don't hear
It-
enough
Mark
of it.
brought up the conversation.
Yeah,
yeah,
hear
well,
enough
no,
of
I
it,
didn't.
he
Well,
says.
Gart came in and Gart.
No, Gat didn't come in and go,
Gat-
I want to talk about guns.
No,
No,
went,
he didn't.
You
You
didn't.
brought
Gat,
it
Gat
up.
came in and went, Mark went, oh, an American. Let's talk about guns.
Let's talk about guns, baby. But so anyway, Gat's kind of he's on the side where. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, Gat, at any time. He's saying that he doesn't think all Americans should have guns, and he think only certain
No,
Americans
I think
should
he
have
said-
guns,
I think
kind
he
of thing.
was on the restriction of guns.
Yeah, he's more
It's
to
more
restrict them.
restrict them, yeah.
Is that right, Gat? Is that about right?
Yes, I think that instead of our current system, you should be forced to complete far more training than you are to be able to purchase a firearm in modern America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
there definitely should be tighter enforcement. I love when people have that argument of like take it all away. It's like that's just not feasible. There's more guns in America than there are Americans.
Yeah, there's something like
It's-
what 22 guns for every 20 people.
Probably.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So there's 22 guns for every 20. I thought it was
Hold on,
more.
I'll
That's
see if I
mental.
can find that statistic.
I thought
That's
there was
crazy.
more
I
than that.
I thought there was like 400 million guns in the United States compared to like a population of, I don't know, 350,
Ah.
340. So that might sound right.
It's 120 guns to 100 people.
120 guns.
Yeah.
Wow.
To 100 people.
So,
So what
wow.
is that, 12 to 10?
12 to 10, yeah.
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 6
That's
to 5, yeah.
amazing, isn't it? There's more guns. I think it's definitely an issue when there's more guns than people.
Yeah, but we have more kitchen knives.
We have more, but that's kitchen knives. That's for cutting up and stuff like that. I bet America's got loads of knives.
Oh, of course they are.
I bet America, you've still got your stabbings, haven't you? And things like that. I'm sure people
Right,
stab each other.
What's that movie, Happy Gilmore, with Adam Sandler and that guy, that big guy who has the ball in on his foot, the ogre, and his shirt says, "Guns don't kill people. I kill people." Which
that
is
is-
true. People kill people.
It's
That
It
is
is,
actually-
that is true. People do kill, not the guns.
well, guns don't kill people. Rappers do. You get it? That's an old song.
is that-
We have
Yeah,
a group
yeah,
over
it's
here.
an old
that did
song,
that,
yeah.
Dirty Sanchez.
Right.
We have better. Yeah, well, guess what? The UK have better plugs.
Yeah, there you go.
Calling
We
it.
win. We win. We've got better plugs. Yeah.
What are plugs?
That's it. Yeah, plugs. You know why? For your computers and stuff like that. You know,
Like an outlet?
electrical outlet. Yeah. We've got better plugs.
see,
plugs,
Here I
mate.
was thinking like a drug plug.
Oh no, we've probably got better than them as well. But you see, you've
Oh,
legalised all yours, so all yours are medically sorted out. Ours are just God. We don't even know what's in them anymore. Well, we just say we'll have a bag
You
of that.
just don't take them.
Yeah. Oh no! In America, you can have loads of. You can basically medically and legally stoned all day. In America,
That sounds like a good time.
that's cruel, isn't it?
I think that's
I
awful.
think we need to move. Yeah, but then the
No,
only problem
no.
you have is when you've got all these stoners and
runs the
you give
country
them
when
guns.
that's happening?
That's not good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, when you give them guns.
Well,
Anyway,
it's regulated.
it's What is drugs or
Right.
guns or both?
Well, the guns are not regulated
drugs.
in America.
Yeah, I
considering
think drugs
there's
are regulated more than
guns.
guns.
The medical side of the drugs is regulated. I don't. Well,
We have better
that's
plugs.
just me spitballing, right? I don't actually know. We do have better plugs.
Oh, I think
Um,
Carl's saying he's a bit of a comedian. He's saying that why stab people when you can shoot them if you're from America? I suppose it's easier, isn't it?
it's
suppose.
true though.
It's easy to
Yeah, well.
it is easy to shoot people, I suppose, isn't it? Like, it always reminds me of that famous scene. If anyone's seen it, Indiana Jones
yeah.
Unless I
in
don't
the first
know,
movie.
because
you know,
if you would want to stab people if your name was Steve if you lived in America,
why would you stab people? If
because
you're
then
called Steve?
people would be like, "Oh, here comes Stabby Steve," and then you can run
God.
from him, right?
So what he's saying is Gatling. When everyone sees him, oh, here comes Gunnar Gatling.
Yeah.
Gunnar
Gunnar-
Gatling.
Gunnar-
That doesn't work though,
Here
does
comes
it?
Gunnar Gatling.
It doesn't work. We've got a comment here. The medical side is heavily regulated. It can take more than a year to have a shop after
Legalization.
legalization.
Because they test
Because you
every
test every strain,
strain you sell and have so many laws for growing
and selling. Yeah.
and selling.
So
Sure.
you just basically can't start growing marijuana and
no.
selling it.
No, in America they have those. What do they call those shops? What they have?
Dispensaries.
Dispensaries. Yeah, they have those.
Which Austin told me that the other day. We saw.
Hello, girlfriend. I'm guessing that's a friend of yours. Say hello, Gat.
Hello, girlfriend.
There you go. He's
Hello,
over there. He's over there.
What's that?
Hot
hello,
cocoa-
girlfriend.
Hot Cocoa Art. That's a cool name. That Hot Cocoa Art.
Cocoa Art. Oh, is that a friend of yours, Gap?
That's my actual girlfriend. She's
Oh my God,
I
that's
guess
what-
I'll blow and hit her right
Hey
now.
girl.
Oh my God.
When you were saying
Wow.
"Hey girlfriend," I thought it was more like "Hey girlfriend."
Yeah, I just want you. So it's
Sure. Yeah. Now it's getting a bit weird.
no, that's getting weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll
When
just-
you
I'll
use
stop that.
the
That's weird.
soundboard, it gets
Sorry,
very
man.
weird.
Sorry, man. Them soundboards have got to go. I've actually got, when I start gaming, I've actually had to get a lead to put these, so I can. I've got leads coming off them, so I can have them
Right.
all here. So
Okay.
I can do this. Mate, it's
We need
gonna
to
be
get you
ace.
out more,
It's
buddy.
gonna be. Yeah, I probably
We
need
need to
to.
get you out more.
You can grow at home yourself, but selling is where the law takes into effect.
Sure, like I said, you have dispensaries and stuff in America. We don't really.
You don't have drug dispensaries.
We
here.
don't have.
Well, we
those.
do. We call it a
have-
chemist, don't we?
have
Yeah, we have
pharmacies, but
chemists,
they're
but
very.
pharmacies,
They're
yeah.
very. They're in cooperation with your general practitioner.
Yeah, they're in with the.
you know they get.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
of
you,
course- of
you
course it
get,
is.
You know,
It's very difficult to get anything.
you couldn't go to a pharmacy and be like, I need this and this.
I think in America, right, they have like a card, don't they? You get like a card to get your prescription with, i.e. for like your marijuana and things like that. And you just show them the card.
Depending on
Is
the-
that right?
Yeah, depending on the state, there's medicinal and then there's recreational, but it's not passed everywhere. I mean, shoot, federally, it's still considered a Schedule 1 drug, which is like one of the highest. It's essentially up there with like heroin.
Yeah, it's on the same
Um,
level as heroin and methamphetamines. It's been
Really?
wonderful, gentlemen, but I do have
Oh,
to
okay.
bounce. I'm being summoned for Dungeons and Dragons.
No problem, mate. Dungeons and Dragons, what, actually playing it real or online, or is it are you actually rolling dice in real life, like?
We use physical dice and we use a virtual tabletop. Just
That is
because we're kind
awesome.
of spread out.
God, I wish I lived near you guys. That'd be
Dungeons and
ace, wouldn't
Dragons
it?
would be
I'd
a
love
cool
it.
one.
See, I remember playing that when I was a kid. I used to play that.
Hot
Yeah.
cocoa.
Loved it.
I'm just going to say cocoa art.
Yeah.
They said it also can be hard to get a medical card. At the minimum, you have to be 21. Rightfully
Yeah.
so. Have a history of mental or physical problems and be met with a doctor for a $200 appointment.
Wow.
That also blows my mind. The kind of like the medical expenses in America are quite extreme.
Yeah.
Like I said, they work on a different. It's totally different over there, right? Like Austin.
I have to say, though,
told us
before we
multiple
go any
times that
further,
it's-
Thank you, Gatlin, for dropping in. It was really good of him.
oh yeah, I think he just
to-
dropped out. Then
yeah,
Yeah,
he-
good night,
he
Gatlin.
just dropped
Thank
out
you
to
very
play
much.
Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons
Yeah.
on a virtual table.
Nice.
and thing, and that would be cool.
Yeah.
So
good
that's
good
cool.
luck with your Dungeons and Dragons, mate.
Much
Like
definitely.
I said, Austin's told us multiple times, like about the insurance you get
Yeah.
over there, and
Thank you, Gat, man. It's
and how
really nice to speak to you,
extreme
man.
it can be.
Really nice to
But
speak to you.
like that's another thing. It's like the gun control. Like over here, we use it on a tax-based service. We pay into the government.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We get it for
Completely.
free all year round. So
Let me just. I'm going
when
to drop.
we like say if I
my
went to go
LinkedIn.
see my general practitioner, or if I broke a leg or busted had a chest pain or something, I could go to my local hospital and just
100%.
it'll be 100% taken care of.
You know, I like this.
It's not like I said.
I like the screen now.
It's nice, isn't it?
You know, our screen. I think it looks
It's
much tinier, doesn't
It's
it?
not free, but like I said, like Austin was saying to us the other day, like when you're when people are in their pregnancies and they have the child that like their charge is just to hold the baby. Skin to skin contact, that's what they call it, isn't it?
Really?
Skin to skin contact also comes
They
up on
charge
the
extra
bill.
for that?
Which is
Is that true,
insane.
Austin? Yeah.
I don't know if I was the one who told you about that for the skin to skin, but I can totally see it. I can see it. A lot of
Yeah.
people I've talked
It
to
might not
where
have been
they
Austin.
run into issues.
Yeah, go on.
Go
Go
ahead.
on. Go on, Austin. What was you saying? Sorry.
A lot of people that I've talked to too, like you can fight bills. Like I've waited as long as possible to pay a bill because ultimately we have a large Amish community in Pennsylvania and they'll pay cash. So like if you say, hey, I'll pay you, I'm not going to pay all of that. Like I'll pay this right now. Like you can sometimes work out deals like that. It's not necessarily
wow,
set
okay.
in stone where you go to a grocery store and say, hey, this is the price and that's locked. There's no
That's weird, that.
bartering.
That's-
But like
'cause-
that's
Like, if we went private,
that's also
Austin, right?
uh-huh.
We would never, ever think about bartering.
No.
It'd just be weird.
No,
It'd just be weird.
no.
but-
So I have a
Yeah.
service charge here. I'm just gonna go over the as best as I can. So it, like I said, it's
Thanks a lot for dropping in, Kaiser 99.
Thank you, Kaiser.
I
Appreciate
appreciate
that,
you
mate.
dropping in, man.
So it
Means-
says
means a
you,
lot, man. Thank you,
Kaiser.
buddy.
it says
Thank you,
level
buddy.
1 and then quantity 19, which was $52. Level 3 for quantity 38, $212. Delivery C-section, quantity 79. That was 3,100.
Thanks, guys, man. 100%.
3 grand. That was 3,106
What
For
for
Caesar.
the
Oh, for
C-section
Caesar,
delivery.
yeah.
And it says skin to skin contact after C-section, $40
What does that mean?
to hold the baby
To hold the baby.
on your.
They charge to hold the baby?
Yeah.
And then a lactation consult, $61.
Oh my God.
Medical bills,
A what?
zero.
Say again.
A
Lactation.
lactation consult.
What to say? Oh, you put the baby on your
I'm
boob
yeah,
not
now.
too
yeah,
sure.
Off you go.
And then obviously insurance payment, and then obviously allowance adjustment and all that. Altogether, a balance was total charge was 13 grand. Payments after insurance and allowance was they got 11 grand taken off, so she had to pay like 1,600.
Well, funny enough, we've got Austin works in that kind, not in that
No.
actually in environment, but he
No,
works in that
he
environment.
works in the medical. He works in.
What
the
do you
medical
think,
kind
mate?
of-
Sorry, Shep. Go on, buddy.
I don't know. I think itemized bill asking for it's a good idea because ultimately I've worked with people who are like, yeah, they charge me $6 for a itsy bitsy bit of tape, and they put like roll of tape. She's like, if I'm paying $6, then I want the whole roll of tape. Like she would call and just go over every single item, which can be a bit much, but at the same rate, it can save you significantly. But as far as it goes from that standpoint, I mean, it is a capitalistic market.
Sure, yeah.
Am I saying that I want to do what? Am I saying that we should go socialism? Absolutely not. But nonetheless, that's, I mean,
No, that
it's a
won't work,
business.
will it?
I don't
No.
I don't think it necessarily should be a business. Same with housing. Like, I mean, we look at like hierarchy of needs. Like shelter is one thing, and then the real estate market is absurd. Some people can't even buy into it. You look at like health. I mean, that's another thing. It's just the market. It's people are unable to afford it. All for profit margins ultimately for our retirements that we commit
That's
to.
mad, isn't it?
It's tough. It's a slippery slope. It's like, yeah,
Do
you
you-
need these things, but you also want to be able to retire. You want to be able to do well for yourself.
Yeah.
So it's
Is there not
I
such
don't
thing
know.
as like instead of having bills like that, can you not? Is there any way of having insurance kind of thing?
Insurance.
So you don't get bills like that. It just the insurance is paid for you, kind of
Well,
thing. Does that work?
that
Right.
bill that I showed you then, that she had something like an allowance and like health. She had health
That's what
insurance.
she said.
It was 13 grand the total charge. She got 11 grand taken off.
Right,
from
I've got
insurance
you.
and stuff. So she had to pay 1,600
Right.
up front.
Right. Good, Austin.
right,
what
and
did you
that's probably
say?
who
Sorry.
did that. there's deductibles. So like I need to meet a deductible of like I think $1,700 if I go to the doctor's office and they do a bunch of things. Like once I hit 1,700, that's when the insurance will really kick in and like pay the majority of things. Typically
Right.
like 80% of it. But then there's an out of pocket max. Of
So
like
what you're saying is, right,
5,700.
so what you're saying is the insurance doesn't really pay for anything unless it starts to be over
Well, it-
$17,000.
$1,700.
Let's put it this way.
$1,700, sorry.
It truly is insurance on the front of like, God forbid you get into a bad car accident and your $20,000 car is demolished. You know,
Yeah.
it's like they'll cover it on that front. If you were to not have insurance and get into a very bad accident and then you're extended stay in the hospital for 30 days, that bill will be astronomical.
Really?
So yeah, you may be paying like $5,000, $6,000 out of pocket max, but that beats $100,000 plus bill potentially.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
Do
It's
they expect
crazy,
to get
isn't it?
100,000? No.
no, of course not.
Yeah.
But it's like
But,
over here in this country. I think, but it's like, does that make people see? But then you would think, health wise, is so expensive in America, right? You would think there'd be more healthy people.
Yeah.
You think that they would look after
Well, if that-
themselves better, and I think it's
Well,
it's the
You're
opposite,
talking,
isn't it?
you're talking
You know
to
what I
the
mean?
human nature
It does
of
complete
people.
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah. I say again, Austin.
Sorry. Yeah, it does the complete opposite because people can't afford the premiums, or two, they'd rather avoid it. They'd rather, I'm not going to go to the doctor's office out of fear of that.
And
of
that
how
makes
much
the
is it gonna
miller.
cost. And yeah.
I mean, the worst thing someone
There's-
can do. I honestly, I'm at the age now where I kind of see people around me, and I understand things, and I've lived a life, and I've kind of got stuff. I understand things more, and in a better way of thinking about things. And I've noticed a big thing that, especially with men have this habit where they won't do they'll be ill, right, and they won't do anything about it. They just won't. They just won't do nothing about it. And I think that's a lot of times that's out of like, I think they're scared. I think they're scared of what will, oh my God, what if this, I'd rather not know. Which is probably the worst thing to do in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had a couple of people like that. It's just like, yeah, and mostly guys who are just terrified at the idea of what if it's a terminal cancer, so they put it off. They don't want to deal with it. It's just like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, I don't want to even think of that.
Which is mad, isn't it? What a shame.
Well,
What a shame.
Well,
'Cause
that's
people could be
essentially-
helped. You know, people could be
you're
helped.
right. People, men are frightened. Your dad,
Yeah.
I had a phone call from the doctors asking your dad to ring them.
Oh yeah, I bet it's been horrific.
He
Mad,
says,
innit?
you'll have to do it for me. You'll have to do it for me, you know. And I ring him up this morning. They still want to speak to him.
This is a man who's had a AAA, right?
Yeah.
He's had a AAA, this guy, right? And he faints with needles. He sees it, he's like, oh, is it?
can't even- he can't
Honestly,
even watch it on the
it's
television.
unbelievable, isn't it?
And yet he used to
Right.
give blood.
He did, yeah.
I mean, he was
Mad, isn't it?
he was so near to getting his gold
No, he
certificate
did.
thing.
He got a gold badge and everything.
He got
I've
the
seen
silver
it, yeah.
one.
No,
is-
he got
was
the
it?
gold one, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
anyway,
did
he
all.
got it.
He used to give blood,
Yeah.
didn't he?
And what it is, they want him to ring them. And I said to him, have you all your medication, the side of you, and read it. Because all they want him is because when he went to the hospital, they changed one of his eye drops.
All right, yeah.
And the doctors are questioning it. So they have to question everything that's new, you see, the chemist asks for. Because the prescriptions go straight through to the chemist. And of course they've told the doctors and they're questioning it.
Yeah.
But as getting back to people, males, they don't go to the doctors.
No.
But there's a lot of females that don't like going to the doctors.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
there is.
You can't just say it's all males.
Yeah,
It
that's fair. I
isn't.
just
It
predominantly
isn't.
have noticed that it's been more male. But I guess it's that ignorance is bliss.
It
kind of
is.
thing.
It
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
It is. Well, it's been lovely talking to you, Austin. It really has, and I'm
has.
sure I'll talk to you very, very soon. Within about 5 minutes. But we're going to end it now because
Yeah.
we said that we was going to end it at a certain time. We've gone well over that.
Yeah.
We wasn't going to, because what we was going to do is end it on a proper time and try and do shorter streams, but that's not worked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's kind of worked quite nice tonight. It's nice to see some new people and some new
Yeah,
faces
it's lovely
dropping
to
in,
have
isn't it?
new people and
It's nice, isn't it?
and
Yeah,
all
it
the-
really
and
is,
the-
though,
and,
it is.
you know, people coming back.
Of course
in.
it is. Yeah, it's lovely.
Especially
It means a lot to
from
us.
other countries as well. That's
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone to come from Zimbabwe.
Oh
Zimbabwe.
right.
No, Zimbabwe. It's next door to Zimbabwe,
All right. Okay.
and it's over the top of Zimbabwe.
Right. Okay.
And then there's Zamawabi. That's
Right.
underneath.
Yeah.
That's my way for
You're really dragging this out.
I am dragging this
There's
out.
no such
Sorry about
place.
that. Well, I'm going to make one.
All right.
He uses
You might
Viagra
as
in
well
his
go
eye
to
drops.
Timbuktu.
It makes him look hard. I don't know what that's about.
What's
No
that?
idea. No idea. Carl
He uses
Carl
Viagra
took a
in his eye
Viagra
drop.
tablet, right?
Uh-huh.
And he got it stuck in his throat. He had a stiff neck for days. You know that.
Oh
Bum,
God.
bum. Thank you very much. Where's my thing? Thank you. I'm here all night. Well, so thanks for dropping in, Austin. I will see you very soon anyway, mate. And we're about to end anyway, so we're going to say bye to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, Shep can say bye as well. Shep, would you like to say try to everybody as well?
Yep, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
You
mate,
take
it's been
care.
our pleasure, mate. Just send us the money through the post, and
We
but
might.
obviously send it through the post. I won't give you my
I
address.
think the postage
Just a
costs
post-
more than what I would
A
send.
post
you.
office.
Okay.
It's what? Yeah. Well, no, you
Yeah,
can't.
I
It's
think-
cheap. It's cheap from America.
okay.
It's not that much.
What's that?
Just
You
send
don't
these
need
things
it.
over.
We don't
It's not
need it.
cheap.
Is it not?
Yeah.
No.
G Fuel's cheap, isn't it?
Well, you're getting. it
Yeah,
from
I'll
a
send you some
company.
Prime.
Prime.
Don't say, yeah, mate. It's amazing.
Yeah, Austin.
Shep
just
was
send
showing us-
Send us loads
Yeah.
of Prime.
Yeah.
Austin thinks we're all bonkers
Yeah,
Right.
I do.
because it's unbelievable. I know
I do.
he thinks that anyway, but about how everyone's into Prime and all that stuff. This Prime energy drink, which obviously we all know the best energy drink in the world is Rafe Energy, and you can get 10% off if you put Cooperman ads coming out. And if you want any stuff for your computers or your controls, Grippies, 10% off. Put Cooperman on checkout. But apart from that, though, he thinks we're all bonkers because
Yeah.
of the craze for Prime is just unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
You cannot buy it here. And if you do buy it, you can sell it for £10. Easy.
Yeah.
Which is about $12, isn't it now? I think it is.
I think it's dying off a little bit now.
I don't
Well,
know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it.
I know someone who buys it, who's
and
got,
sells it to another
No.
shop.
he sells it
it's
to
not-
Shopman.
Yeah.
Prime was at WrestleMania, yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's not still popular. I'm just saying it's not as crazy as it was.
Not as it
No,
originally was.
yeah.
Did you watch Did anyone watch WrestleMania?
No.
Wow, I don't like that kind of stuff, but honestly, it just blows my mind to what it used to be like years ago. It used to be like Hulk Hogan. Wow,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Hulk Hogan's
And
great.
Big
isn't he?
Daddy.
No, that's not WrestleMania. That's
Oh
not
no,
Big
that's
Big Daddy's.
wrestling.
That's
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah, it's
That's
wrestling,
over
yeah.
here. We'll talk about these.
What you call your husband in your time?
Yeah,
Jim,
yeah.
is entirely up to
Whatever you
you.
want to call Gary in your own time, that's up to you. do you know
Gary?
what I mean? Yeah. Big Daddy. Yo, Big Daddy. But anyway, WrestleMania was really good. Go on,
I'll
Austin,
talk to you
sorry.
guys soon in the general.
All
general
right,
Yeah.
mate.
Good night.
See you later, Shep.
Good night.
Thanks for dropping in, buddy. See you soon, buddy.
Thank you.
See you in a bit, mate. Try now.
Good
Try,
night.
mate.
There you go.
So thanks for dropping in tonight, everybody. It's been a great night tonight. And we'll see you very soon. So it's ta from me.
It's a goodbye from him.
And it's a very good night from me. Keep well and keep safe.
Any final words, Jean, you'd like to say?
No, I've just said
Yes.
them. Just keep well and keep safe.
And the beautiful, thank you, and the beautiful Jean. Thank you so much. Thank you
yeah.
all for dropping in tonight. You've actually cheered me up a little bit because it was a bit. I
Yeah.
had a crap Friday. Friday was horrific. It was
He had
ridiculous.
a meltdown on Friday.
I didn't have a
you,
meltdown.
sweetheart?
I was honest about things.
Yeah. He
Thank you.
did. He did.
All right, whatever I
Yeah.
did then. Thanks for dropping in, guys. Thank you all soon. So we'll see you all soon. So here's my little outro coming in, which was written and produced by myself and my son, Lemis the Menace, also known as Phase Dragon Slayer. We'll see you very soon.
Running. live in the studio, coming at you like Rey Mysterio, whipping up kicks like Bruce Lee. You really thought he was the baddest? No, that's me. I'll kick you in the knee. We don't play
Have to
around
say
here.
goodbye. What I give to wake my fingers through your hair, touch your lips.
Please don't clip
Hold
this.
me when you say your prayers. Try to understand. I've made mistakes. I'm just a man.
Go on,
when he
Gazette.
holds you close, when he pulls you near, when he says the words you've been needing to hear. I wish I was him, but those words.
I don't know if you do or not. People's standing in the middle of the road in front of a car.
You do,
Well,
honestly.
No, yeah, but that again, it's easy to say that, but it
Yeah.
depends on the criteria and
Oh,
the
yeah.
extremity of
Absolutely.
If someone's
that.
just caught with some inappropriate
Absolutely.
content, I get,
Like saying that
then they'll
somebody
deal with that in a
yeah.
certain way. But yeah,
Like saying somebody gets more sentence than a paedophile and then drugs. I don't think somebody
That's
who
not
deals
very
weed
true,
gets
is it?
more than
Yeah.
that's more than a serial
I think
rape-
someone who's like a
pedophile
cartel,
rapist.
he's never going to
Yeah.
get out of prison again. Fifi King has joined us, and the unmasking of the Fifi King could happen tonight. Let's wait and see. So don't you worry about it. It's all good and dandy. Many topics tonight. You can't wait. I tell you what, you wait and see. It's mental. We've got special guests. We've got Damo